Have you ever looked at an actor and thought, wait, is this really the same person from a few years ago? Because today's video is exactly about that kind of transformation. Not just a glow up, not just better styling, but a full evolution from fresh rookie faces to some of the most talked about stars in the C-drama world right now. Zhang Ling He, Tian Xi Wei, Zeng Shun Xi, and Chen Duling from 2014 all the way to 2026, we're breaking down everything. Their visuals, their growth, their career turning points, and how they went from who is that to I can't stop watching them. So if you love transformation videos, if you love discovering how stars actually rise, you might want to stay until the end, because some of these changes, they're honestly kind of insane. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel if you're into C-dramas, actor journeys, and those satisfying then versus now glow-ups. You're in the right place. Today's video is not just about looks, it's about time, effort, and how consistency can completely change someone's presence on screen. We're taking a full timeline journey from 2014 to 2026. And trust me, by the end of this, you might see these actors in a completely different way. Why then versus now hits so hard? Before we jump into each actor, let's talk about why these videos are so addictive. Because it's not just curiosity, it's something deeper. When we see someone at the beginning of their journey a bit awkward, still figuring things out, and then compare it to who they are today, it feels real. It feels human. We're not just watching celebrities. We're watching growth. We're watching someone slowly build confidence, skill, and identity. And in the world of dramas where visuals matter a lot, this transformation becomes even more noticeable. So today, instead of just saying, they look better now, we're going to break it down properly. What changed? Why did it change? And what made them stand out over time? Let's start with someone who has been getting a lot of attention lately. Zhang Ling He, from quiet visual to dominating presence. If you look at Zhang Ling He today, it's hard to ignore him. Tall, sharp features, calm but powerful aura. But here's the thing, he didn't always feel this strong. Early years. Around his early career phase, Zhang Ling, he had a much softer image. Cleaner, more youthful, almost boyish. At that time, his visuals were already good, no doubt about that. But his presence, still developing. You could tell he had potential, but he wasn't commanding attention yet. He blended in more than he stood out. And that's something a lot of actors go through. What changed? Over the years, a few key things happened. First, maturity. His facial structure became more defined. His expressions became sharper. But more importantly, his confidence changed. When Zhang Ling He looks at the camera now, there's intention behind it. There's control. Second, role selection. As he started taking on more complex characters, his acting naturally evolved. He moved from simply being present to actually owning scenes. And third, posture and body language. This is something people don't always notice consciously, but it makes a huge difference. The way he stands, the way he walks, the way he turns his head, it all became more deliberate. 2026 version. Now, Zhang Ling He doesn't just look like a lead actor. He feels like one. He has that balance between elegance and intensity. He can play a calm, intelligent character or switch into someone with authority and power. And visually, he's reached that point where styling almost becomes secondary, because his presence alone already carries the image. And that is a big transformation. Tian, Wei, the power of charm and energy. Now, let's talk about someone completely different in vibe. Tian Xi Wei. If Zhang Ling He is calm and controlled, Tian Xi Wei is bright, lively, and full of energy. Early image. In her early years, Tian Xi Wei already had a very recognizable look. Cute, fresh, approachable. The kind of face that instantly feels friendly. But back then, her image was a bit one-dimensional. Very sweet girl, very safe. She fit perfectly into light youthful roles, but it didn't feel like she had shown her full range yet. Her transformation. Over time, something shifted. And it wasn't just styling, it was attitude. Her expressions became more dynamic. Her acting gained more layers. She started experimenting more with different types of roles. Instead of just being cute, she became engaging. And that's a huge difference. Because being cute gets attention, but being engaging keeps it. Visual growth. Her styling also evolved a lot, from simple youthful outfits to more refined, elegant looks. Makeup became more defined, hairstyling more versatile. But the key thing, she didn't lose her natural charm. That brightness, that energy, it's still there. Just more controlled, more intentional. 20. 26. Version. Now, Tian Xiwei feels like someone who can carry a drama, not just support it. She has that rare ability to make scenes feel alive. Even simple moments become interesting when she's in them. And visually, she has reached that balance between cute and elegant, which is honestly one of the hardest things to maintain. Zeng Shun Xi, the steady evolution. Next, we have someone whose journey feels a bit different. Zeng Shun Xi. His transformation isn't about sudden change. It's about consistency. Early stage. When Zeng Shun Xi first appeared, his most noticeable feature was his eyes. Large, expressive, very distinctive. At that time, his image felt very youthful. Almost boy next door. He had charm, but it was softer, less defined. The growth process. Over the years, instead of drastically changing his image, he refined it. His acting became more stable, more grounded. He learned how to control his expressions better, how to hold emotional scenes without overdoing them. And that's not easy, because many actors either overact or underdeliver. Zeng Shun Xi found that balance. Visual development. His styling also matured, less playful, more structured. Outfits became sharper, haircuts more defined, but he kept his signature look. And that's important, because identity matters. 2026 version. Now he feels reliable, like someone you can trust to deliver a solid performance. Not necessarily the most explosive presence, but consistent, stable. And that's something the industry needs. Chen Duling elegance. That evolves. And finally, we have Chen Duling. If there's one word to describe her, elegant, early image. From the beginning, Chen Duling had a very distinct aura. Soft, gentle, almost fragile. She looked like someone straight out of a classic painting. But early on, her acting presence felt a bit reserved, almost too subtle. Her development. Over time, she didn't lose that softness. She strengthened it. Her expressions became more confident, her screen presence more noticeable. She learned how to use stillness as power, and that's something very few actors can do, because silence on screen is risky. If you don't control it, it becomes empty. But if you do, it becomes magnetic. Visual evolution. Her styling stayed true to her core image. elegant, clean, refined. But with more sophistication, more detail. She moved from pretty to striking. 2026 version. Now Chen Duling feels like someone who brings calm intensity. She doesn't need dramatic movements. She doesn't need loud emoji. She just exists in the scene. And that's enough to draw attention. 4 different paths. 1 result. What's interesting is that all 4 of them took completely different paths. Zhang Ling had built presence. Tian Xi Wei built energy. Zeng Shun Xi built consistency. Chen Duling built elegance. But they all arrived at the same place, relevance. And that's not accidental. It's the result of time, effort, and smart choices. But here's the real question. Out of all these transformations, who changed the most and who improved the most? That's exactly what we're going to break down in part 2, because we're going deeper. We'll compare them directly, rank their glow-ups, and talk about who truly stands out in 2026. Visual transformation, who changed the most? Let's start with the most obvious category, visuals. Because let's be real, this is what first grabs attention. Zhang Ling He. Zhang Ling, his transformation is one of the most noticeable. Early on, he had that soft, clean, almost rookie look. But now, his face has more definition. His gaze feels sharper. His overall aura is more mature. This is what we call a presence glow up. Not just better styling, but a complete shift in how he feels on screen. Tian Xi Wei. Tian Xi Wei didn't change dramatically in structure, but her transformation is still very powerful. She went from cute and simple to cute plus elegant plus confident. And that combination, it's extremely hard to achieve. Because many actors lose their original charm when they mature. She didn't. She expanded it. Zeng Shun Xi. Zeng Shun Xi's visual change is more subtle. But if you compare old versus now carefully, you'll see it. Cleaner styling, sharper image, more controlled presence. He didn't reinvent himself. He refined himself. Chen Duling. Chen Duling's glow up is all about refinement. She was always beautiful, but now she feels more intentional. Her elegance has weight now. It's not just aesthetic, it's presence. Visual verdict. If we're talking biggest transformation, Zhang Ling He takes the lead.